Another day, another meal. We're doing a Mediterranean delight today. Börek, Sigara Borek. Sigara Böreği is like a cigarette shape, phyllo dough. It's like egg roll, spring roll. Everybody calls different name, but basically same idea, philosophy. I'm gonna try the air fry today. The first time I used to make them in the olive oil, hot oil, deep fry. Sometimes I bake them in the oven. It's not so crunchy, flaky, but I think we can have this result without frying them. Okay, let's start with the first wrap. I buy these spring roll pastries. I get them from authentic Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, delis. You can probably use regular phyllo doughs. They are it's even better. But these are they're thicker than the phyllo, and they don't rip easy. So I have them some little bit damage outside. I think maybe it's a freezer damage. I had them for a while. So I'm gonna try to see if I can peel them off without ripping them apart. You see how easy they come out? They're glued to each other. So I have to cover them with a towel. I'm only gonna peel one at a time because they tend to get dry out quick if I don't cover them. So I only peeled off like 3 now, for now. First we're gonna start with the feta mixed with the parsley, fresh Italian parsley. Don't buy the curly ones, they're not so good. Okay, and again, I buy my feta cheese, Bulgarian, Turkish, from the authentic ethnic stores. All right, so here's the first one. You wanna put some cheese in there, not too much, because it's gonna pop if you overstuff it. So first I'm gonna roll the left side and then the right side, okay? This way when I roll, if the ends are covered, they won't fall out. So then this will give you easy way to roll. So towards the end, when you come, I made a cornstarch or flour mixed water to create a little gluten, like a glue, so that it sticks. Water does well too, but it tends to dry quick. So this one, it glues better. Okay, this is our first. See, it doesn't get too, doesn't glue enough. Okay, now that's the first one. Now meantime, I'm going to oil my parchment paper, because then I'm gonna start putting them in there. And when I put them in there, I'm also going to oil each one of them, because this, remember, we're not deep frying. When you're frying them in the oven, air fry, they're gonna dry out. And here's another way. Again, watch how I roll nice and tight, like just like a, like a little bread, or maybe like a weed. Just pretend you're making yourself a weed. So, and then we glue it, the end, and make sure it's closed. And if it's double layer, it's not gonna stick to it, so make sure each layer has a glue. Yep. Okay, so this one is done. Don't worry. It's still gonna be edible. Now I'm gonna make a couple ground meat. I have I sauteed a nice beef, 75-25 ratio the fat, and then I drained real good. Then I added parsley, salt, pepper, little bit paprika, just a flavor. And we're gonna put those babies in like this. Okay, let me cover it again. This might be too much, so I have to get this out. Remember, if you put too much, it's not gonna roll well. Yeah. Okay, so to avoid the pop and break the skin, there we go. Very gently, because it gets moisture gets to the skin and it will break. So here's, and then some underneath. So I don't mark them anyways. So I'll put my meat one on one side, maybe on this side. And so then we know this side is cheese, this side is meat. All right, so I'm gonna show you one other way that you can roll, and doesn't have to be always same way. You can make different shapes. And then I'm gonna come back after I put them in the fryer. I'll show you. Okay, so this is cheese. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and maybe I thought I was gonna do. Okay, hold on one second. Yeah, okay, this way. Remember, it's been a while. I haven't done these because I stopped eating doughy stuff, but they are delicious for my other friends who are not keto and they enjoy carbs. So this one, and you can just rip this off. There's another way, and these are long ones. Okay, as you can see, I made a bunch of them. Like some of them are meat, ground meat, and some of them are feta cheese with the parsley, and couple of them like long ones, and some of them like rolled a little bit one way or the other. So I'm gonna show you one more another shape that you can make, just you know, impress your family, your friends. But basically they're all gonna taste the same. It's not gonna taste differently. This is like a pyramid shape. I'm gonna do it like this, and then I have to glue it again. This is like a art class. You can get all your family get involved and see who makes the prettiest one. And here's the last part. Voila, that's like a little different, right? And last one, let's see what I want to do. All I want to do, make some egg rolls, and yummy, yum, yum. All right, guys. This is going to be real good. I know it takes time consuming, but it's yummy. Okay, so we're gonna start this way. Again, like as you can see the envelope, right? And then we're gonna roll slowly. And this is a little bit thick. I wouldn't recommend making this thick. But I put too much meat on it. But it doesn't matter, it's not going to fryer, so it's not gonna fall apart. It's getting baked. in the air fryer. Now I'm gonna show you the last step before they go into the air fryer. We don't want to overcrowd them, right? So you're gonna brush olive oil so they'll be nice and crunchy outside and still nice and moist inside. And we don't want to like a soggy egg rolls. It's not gonna be a wonton. It's gonna be spring roll, egg roll. Yeah. And you want your air fryer very hot, so they go in and bake real hot, and they get crunchy immediately. You don't want to steam them up. If it's, the temperature is not hot, they're gonna steam up and they're gonna be soggy. They're not gonna be crunchy. Okay, and then probably 5-7 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip them over. Again, do the same thing with the oil and stuff. I set the air fryer for 400, and we're gonna bake them like 5 to 7 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and check. Okay? So, okay, I'm checking back. You better be ready. Oops. Ooh. Oh, look at them. Look at them. So now we're gonna flip them over, okay? Very gently, guys. Very gently. And then we're gonna oil them again so they're nice and crispy outside. Oil them again on the back. Right? So they'll get nice and crispy outside. Let's go back in. Put them back in. Another 5 minutes. Okay, time to come out. So we can start eating you. Okay, guys. Don't do what I'm doing. Too hot. Oh, voila. Those are good. As you can see, nice and crunchy and little oily. That means they're not going to be too dry. And they're going to be real crunchy. We didn't even deep fry them. Okay, there you have it, guys. I showed you how I made Turkish egg rolls, which is called Sigara Borek. Made with the stuff with the feta cheese, ground meat, and here it has the meat in it. And I made a little dipping sauce with the yogurt, plain yogurt, with the oregano and a little bit garlic and olive oil. And I'm just gonna dip it. Like, and watch how it crunches. Super crunchy. Look. Plates. Told you it's a plate. Super delicious. Never gonna deep fry ever again.